Oh, um, uh, yeah, we're on. Uh, Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our first edition, or is it a second, of Full Frontal Attack. And what we're going to talk about today is going to be not really any great thing. You don't have to respond, but we're going to talk about basically this is it. Are you an American or not? Okay. Speaking as somebody that is a Native American, well, I'm half Native American and half Scottish. Um, I see all these things that are happening. I have to agree with a lot of it, especially the deportations and things. People need to come into the country and legally, just like with everybody else, according to the Constitution, and this is the constitutional. Okay, the Constitution's been stomped on for shit. I don't know how long for since I think. Let's see which president. Oh hell, probably Eisenhower. Maybe he would be the last one I can think of. Everybody else wants to step all over it, and they have. But you know, as my dad used to say after he got through with World War II in Korea, was that you know you may not respect the man, but you have to respect the office. And so Donald Trump is our president, just as Joe Biden was our president, Barack Obama, and a lot of other presidents that you either didn't like or you didn't like. But you know what? You still have to respect the office. It's not an option. And we also have to respect the Constitution because God knows we're not doing that either. And that's kind of one of those things that I don't know. It's just I find it very hard to feel like an American these days because the Democrats want to get this side, the Republicans on this side. We have so much partisan politics. It's like it doesn't make any difference who's in the White House or what they do because the next one's going to come along and or tear it all up and start over. And it's just nonsense. And it's time for it to stop. And it's time for the Democrats to stop fighting and trying to find a way to degrade the president, just as it was with the Republicans with Joe Biden and so forth and so on, all the way back. It just keeps going back further and further. Um, and it's just getting to where are you an American or not? And if you are, then you'll support the president. And maybe you don't like his decisions, and maybe you won't like them. I'm sure a lot of people didn't like Mr. Biden's decisions, but he was the president, and so no matter what, yes, did a lot of people think he wrecked the country, and I think that he made some mistakes. I think they all make mistakes, but you have to accept the mistakes. You just because they're not a member of your party doesn't make any difference. And the more this continues, the worse it's going to get. I used to be a Republican. Now I'm an independent because I don't side with a lot of Republican issues. I'm sick and tired of hearing all the Republicans talking about. You know, even on the news shows such as say, well, I'm going to say it, Fox News is one of the worst of hearing them talk about their fucking religion. Okay, I don't care about your religion, okay, and I don't care what about your belief in God or anything else. I don't care what you Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, Jewish, whatever. Keep it to yourself. Nobody else gives a shit, okay. And I mean, the kids today couldn't care less. You notice that less and less young people are going to church or even getting involved because they're sick and tired of hearing it about the people not preaching their religion, writing their books about their religious faith and how they feel. That's the reason nobody watches Fox Nation because it's a stupid program with a lot of stupid religious bullshit. I used to watch it myself all the time because and we still watch it occasionally. But sometimes there's some interesting stuff on there, but it's a constant. It makes you get tired of it. Okay, when I get tired of something, guess what? I turn it off, and I don't turn it back on. But my question to you, our audience today, is how do you feel about it? Do you feel like an American? Do you feel like that we're doing the right thing? Do you feel like we should be supporting the president? Do you feel like we didn't should have supported, um, you know, it's the President Biden more? I think that I hear, you know, from I hear a lot of senators and a lot of uh, congressmen and U.S. congressmen, U.S. senators talking. Some of them talk positively about Mr. Trump, and there's some that, but the Democrats, because he's not a Democrat, or he's not giving what they want, which is usually bigger government and more taxes, they're going to blame all of that on him and what it's going to do to us, and that's wrong because he is the president. Like him or not, he is the president. Okay, so get that through your thick skulls. If you are ever going to accomplish anything in this country, we're going to have to get together one way or another, and everybody's going to have to stop all this insider partisan bickering and baloney because uh, I'm fortunate I'm old enough it won't make any difference to me, but probably by the time the next one comes around. But my kids have to live through it, and I have a wife that's going to have to live through it, and I have uh, grandkids, great grandkids, and I don't, if this is a world that they're going to have to grow up in, I'm not sure I'm able to leave as soon as I'd like to, but there's no reason to be afraid of any of that. There's no reason to be afraid of anything. The whole thing is what are we going to do about it? Somebody can come up with something, please, for the Lord. Let me know, and we'll go on. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of any in-depth politics. There are people that are much better at it than I am. Joe Rogan and other guys that's their focus. Mine is kind of a mixed bag of, you know, just I'm not going to interview people are having come on so that, you could hear them talking about whatever it is that they've got. Um, at first, I thought, well, we just listen to some music. But then again, I thought there are times that we need to discuss certain issues, and this is it. This is the issue for today. Are you an American? Okay. That means if it comes down to it, okay, and they put boots on the ground. Some foreign country does. They put boots on the ground here, okay, in our country. Are you going to stand up? I don't care if you're from whatever other country you're from. Once you put your feet on American soil, you are an American, and whatever happens in the country you came from doesn't mean a damn thing anymore. If it bothers you that bad, go back, pick up a gun, and defend your country. Okay. When you come here, if you're not going to be an American, we don't need you, and we don't really want you here. Now, you know what? I have no problem with deporting everybody that's in here illegally. Period. But at the same time, if you're getting a free education from Harvard or whatever, Columbia or whatever, because you're from a foreign country or whatever, well, guess what? Then use it for the better. Okay, do something right instead of doing something wrong. We don't want to hear your platitudes. I don't care if you're a Muslim or an Islam or Jewish or Catholic or Christian. I'm so tired of hearing about religion. I feel like just setting everything on fire and saying forget about it. But this is what's going to get us all killed, all this partisan baloney. And I'm rambling probably now because when you get old, your mind doesn't exactly stay with you all the time. So that's the question for today. Ask yourself, are you an American? And if you're not, why aren't you? And if you feel like you need to bring your country's problems here to us and we're going to solve them, we're not. Okay. And I don't care who says we are, they're all full of crap because it's not going to happen. The only time I'm going to worry about it is if they do put foreign boots on the soil here. I guarantee you, I'm going to pick up a gun as long as I can. And I can't even get up and walk. And I'm going to make damn sure that they are not going to invade our country. Think about it. Think about the constitutionality, okay, of what it really means. Everybody wants to talk about this. What's on the Constitution, but sometimes it needs to be modified.